Hi, my name is Marcel Cote. I'm the Strategic Marketing Director for Avery Dennison in South Asia Pacific, and I lead sustainability. I'm joined here today with Alistair Monument. He's the Director for FSC organisation here in Asia Pacific. Alistair, thanks for joining me.
Thanks, Marcel. So my name's Alistair Monument. I work for the Forest Stewardship Council, the FSC. I'm the Asia Pacific Regional Director based here in Hong Kong. And FSC is an organisation that operates around the world to try and improve how we manage the world's forests. What we do is we try and work so that the people and the wildlife in the world's forests are protected, and that forests are going to be there for the future. And what we say is we want forests for all forever.
From your perspective, you just see more and more adoption of FSC certified products driven from brand owners who see the true benefits, not only from a commercial standpoint, but a direct impact, positive impact on the environment. Yeah. So for the next, maybe the next 2, 3, 5 years outlook from you in Asia Pacific specifically, what do you see? What do you see coming?
Well, our global strategy, we say at the moment, we think about 10% of all forest products around the world are FSC certified. So, in one way or another. And we have a target of 20 by 2020. So we want to double that. And to be able to do that, we can't just rely on the European or American markets to do that. We need to work in the Asian markets because that's where the growth is. And we see the markets of China, Indonesia, Thailand, Malaysia, India as vital if we're going to be able to make those changes to the world's forest, because consumers there are the future. If we can make those consumer markets more sensitive to the social and environmental impacts of where the materials come from, then we can really have a bigger influence on trying to save the world's forests.
So Alistair, I'd like to hear a bit more about yourself and the FSC organisation. If you want to share with us a few interesting facts, that'd be great.
So in the last 20 years, FSC has certified around 200 million hectares of forest around the world. Those forests make up about 17% of all the industrial wood production in the world. So it's a big chunk. And what that does is it means that there is now material that comes from forests that are sustainably managed, from well-managed forests.
I guess the next challenge is how do we scale this up? How do we accelerate the adoption?
Well, one way is just working together. So the kind of things we're doing now is doing, awareness raising is important. So it's a kind of a small change with a big impact. And what we can also do is that we can then start to provide more of a story behind that. We have a tagline which says "Forest for all forever," which comes with images of forest animals, of people, which we've done work that shows that the more that this is used, the more consumers and businesses start to be able to understand the meaning behind the simple FSC logo. Avery Dennison uses a lot of paper. But importantly, Avery Dennison as a label company has a real impact that they can make on what people see on their products. Labels are what consumers see. And so you can work with the brands that you work with to put FSC logos onto those products. We can then raise awareness of FSC, but also more importantly, we can raise awareness about the issues of good forest management and trying to stop deforestation around the world. So to explain how important forests are in terms of the social and environmental challenges that the world is facing, how important forests are in terms of carbon emissions and then therefore climate change, in terms of water and having clean water, in terms of indigenous peoples and how they get their livelihoods. So Avery Dennison as a label organisation, they can have an influence in ensuring that as many of FSC logos are going on labels as possible.